Hello, I'm Jane Dutton. Today is the last day to register to vote. So if you are one of the millions who haven't, please go out and do so.
This is Eyewitness News.
And if you're planning to stock up on cigarettes, vapes or alcohol this weekend, you're going to have to take out a lot more money from the ATM than you used to. That's because the finance minister raised sin tax in his 2024 budget speech.
A can of beer increases by 14 cents. A can of cider and alcohol fruit beverage goes by 14 cents. A bottle of wine costs an extra 28 cents. A bottle of fortified wine will cost an extra 47 cents. A bottle of spirits, including whiskey, gin and vodka increases by 5.53. 97 cents increase to a pack of cigarette, and an extra 57 cents for a pipe of tobacco. You will be happy to hear that we are tabling an increase of the excise duty on electronic nicotine and non-nicotine delivery systems known as vapes to R3.04 per milliliter.
He also addressed the issue of social grants.
So I want to assure Gogo ukuthi mna degenerous anzomnyusa nga 20 rand. We are giving them an increase of 100 rand to the old age grant. Water, disability care and grants. This will be split in 90 rand effective from April and 10 effective from October. 50 rand increase for the foster care and 20 rand increase to the child support grant.
Order.
We are
Order,
sensitive to the increase in the cost of living for nearly 19 million South Africans who are really rely on these grants to make ends meet. In this regard, we have done as much as the fiscal envelope allows.
Now, this news came after we learned that the country's official unemployment rate has breached the 32% mark, and nearly 60% of our youth don't have jobs. Jobs for mates and high-level interference in the judiciary and SOEs. Just some of the information gleaned from the ANC's cadre deployment records. That's after the Constitutional Court ordered the ANC to hand over those records. The High Court in Pretoria then dismissed the DA's application to have this policy declared unconstitutional. The DA has been meeting today to work out what to do with this information.
The DA has yesterday issued a letter of demand to the African National Congress for it to fully comply with the Constitutional Court's order with a deadline of tomorrow. If they do not adhere to this demand, we are going to be seeking a contempt of court ruling that includes prison time, aimed specifically at the Secretary-General, Fikile Mbalula, who has acted on behalf of the ANC in this matter.
The ANC says these deployments will continue.
Since the early days of our democracy, the DA has been pushing the narrative that cadre policy and deployment policy strategy is the cause of government failure, because this is ostensibly about destroying people who have no qualifications and competencies for the positions for which they are deployed. You can look at all the people who have deployed, who have given you what we have given to the DA. Go and check their qualifications. As cadres of the movement, check them. I challenge you. And come back to me and say, this one did not qualify, did not go to school. DA deploys standard threes where they govern. They deploy bodybuilders where they govern. That is the strategy of Broeder Bond. We are not Broeder Bond. We are not Broeder Bond. They call us Broeder Bond. We are the party of transformation.
The stink over these records has been nothing compared to the smell wafting over Cape Town this week. This was linked to animals in distress, lying in their own feces, trapped on board a ship, Al Kuwait. The livestock carrier had travelled from Brazil and was destined for Iraq, but stopped in Cape Town to load food for the animals on board. The NSPCA found 19,000 animals on board in distress and had to euthanize 5 of them due to injury.
The smell is absolutely horrendous, so you can just imagine what those animals must be going through, and they still have to endure a long time at sea to their final destination. We are totally opposed to the transport of animals by sea, or live animals. You know, we're saying if you want to transport meat, we are 100% fine with that if they get slaughtered humanely in South Africa and the meat is transported, but for us, these animals do not have to endure going through all of this.
Sitting ducks, victims of an increasingly lawless state. Gunmen picking on motorists, stuck in cars at traffic lights that don't work. Gauteng police have told Eyewitness News that illegal miners are behind the brazen robberies on the M1 North near the Crown interchange on Tuesday. A group of gun-wielding men capitalised on the morning gridlock and robbed motorists at gunpoint along the M2 off-ramp. Police said that the group fled to a nearby illegal mining shaft when law enforcement arrived at the scene of the crime.
There are 5 guys walking around with 9mm in their hands, literally robbing car after car. It's a mess. People are overreacting. They're crashing their cars into the barrier lane because they're scared that they're being robbed in their cars. Please send emergency vehicles. People are being terrorized in their cars.
The muggings come as Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi boldly announced that the province is winning the war against illegal mining. So this is what happened when Banyana Banyana played Tanzania today for their place in the Olympics. The incredible Banyana Banyana have beaten Tanzania 3-0 in Dar es Salaam. They are now one step closer to reaching the Olympics. A reminder that the ANC will be launching their manifesto tomorrow on Saturday, and we'll tell you what's in it as soon as we get the details. Have a good weekend. I'll see you on Monday.
Eyewitness News. In touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.